can't explain. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, man. All right, y'all. So I'm really just going to be checking in and just sharing my heart. I don't know, today, like, I was just really emotional all day today. Like, in a good way, though. Um, Feeling a lot of energy, beautiful energy. Um, but I went on a walk today with my daughter, and we decided to sit down and um, just talk. And in a moment, like, I'm just sitting there, feeling the breeze, talking to her, and just appreciating my life, appreciating nature, and just as I was sitting there, the simplest things that brought me joy, listen to the birds chirping, watching the birds fly from one tree to another. And I just started crying, and my daughter was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Man, I have waited my whole life for this moment." And the moment that I was talking about was just appreciating life and just finding joy in the little things, because for so long I held on to so much heaviness, um, just going through life, just trying to do the right thing, and trying to do the right thing always felt like I was not getting it right, stressing myself out about all the things. And what really, I think, was really bringing on the emotions is because this time of the year, in the past, like the last 3 months of the year, was always the hardest for me. And I didn't even realize that it was a pattern until maybe like 5 years ago. And I just was like, dang, I noticed every year around this time is the hardest for me, the most heaviest, the time that I feel like I'm struggling the most with all the things: finances, my mental health, just all of the things. And so the last 3 years, I noticed the energy was different during this time. And so I just continue to come back to gratitude for it. And this year in particular, like, it's completely different. It's like a 360. And if you've been on live with me before, you have heard me share like how I am in a space where I know that old cycle has ended, and I have entered a new cycle. Um, and so closing out that struggle, that heaviness, that struggling with all the things, my thoughts, my finances, just all of the things that I struggle with. Being in this space now of letting all of those burdens go and just being very present in the moment, just having gratitude for the things that I do have, the things that I am doing right, and just allowing, like, really in this space of just allowing myself to fully experience life with all of it, the highs and the lows, not disregarding any of it, because it's all a part of life. And so, like, I'm just grateful. My birthday just passed. It was Tuesday, and I shared a short where I was just saying, like, I'm celebrating life for real, because there was a moment where I didn't think I was going to make it to this point. And so to be here and be experiencing life the way that I am, like, oh man, it's just such a big deal. It's a huge deal for me. And it's like every day of my life, like I just want to scream to from the mountaintop to the world. Like, I am so grateful to be here. Like, the way my soul fought for me, the way my spiritual team fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself, and to get to this space where I started to fight for me, um, like, words cannot explain, words cannot express how I'm just overflowing with gratitude for my life, for real. Um, Hold on. I love that for you, regardless of all of us trying to be a good person. We will never be able to reach that because of sin. We are all sinners. And Jesus gave us the power to repent and become followers. So for you, that's your story. That's not my story. I don't consider myself as a sinner. Like, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And that's what I know for myself. And I tell people all the time, if that's a label that you want to take on for yourself, hey, be my guest. But for me, that's not my story. Like, I know who I am, and I'm living my life according to that. And that's how I'm moving through life. So being in this space now of just like really appreciating, like I said, the little things bringing me joy. Um, for a long time, like, I was struggling financially. I've been working since I was 16. So for me, it was like, dang, I'm doing all the right things. Sometimes working 2 jobs, 3 jobs sometimes, just trying to keep up with life. Doing the best that I can. Like I said, every road I turned, I felt like I was being knocked down. I felt like, why can't I just get this right? Why is this not working? And it wasn't until the last 4 months, like when I was guided to just let go of all the things that I've ever struggled with and like completely trust the divine, like completely trust the universe with my whole heart and soul, and just let it all go and not care about none of the things that I cared about before. And for me, that was huge because, first of all, I've been on this path of my soul guiding me to let things go. And I was too afraid because I was like, if I let this go, like, if I let this go, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? And that's that struggle of fighting for survival. Like, if I let this go, if I don't have a car, if I don't have this, or if I don't have that, like, what am I going to do? Like, holding on to all the material things. And I got to this space where I was just feeling like, internally, I was like, man, I feel like I'm so afraid for my life to fall apart, but I feel like I have to allow it to fall apart for it to come together the way it was meant to be, because I've been holding on to this, to somebody else's illusion of what life is supposed to look like, and this is not working for me. And they say the definition of doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. And I was like, I've been doing this since I was 16. Like, I know I'm not a lazy person. I know my story. I know me, And so when I was guided to let go in the past, I would let go a little bit. I would have one foot in and one foot out. But like, I kept feeling this, my intuition telling me like, no, you need to completely let this go. Completely let it go. And I was too afraid. I was too afraid of losing the things. And it's like this time around, like, I was guided to let go, completely let go. And I completely let go of everything. All of it. Like, not stressing about none of the things. And the way that the world would look at it is, oh, what are you doing? Like, your life is falling apart. Like, I can see how my life is coming together. And it's coming together, it started within me first. So, like, just being able to have peace within and knowing that apart from the things that, knowing apart from the things, like, I'm holding complete. And I feel like that's the biggest lesson. Not letting things define me the way I was letting them define me before. So it's coming to that space. And man, like, going from feeling empty inside, and it's crazy because I was feeling so empty inside, but I was holding on to so much baggage, so much heaviness. Um, and it wasn't until I let all those things go that I was able to really fill up with the things that was already there, the treasures that was already there, the hidden treasures that was buried by all the things that the world had done, piled on to me, right? From my life experience to how the world say that life should be, how the world say that you should move, speak, all the things. It wasn't until I let all of that stuff go, all of those illusions go, that I was able to, like, discover the hidden treasures that was here all along. And like, my whole life, I felt hidden. Like, the only thing I ever wanted was for people to just see me. Like, see how hard I'm working. You know what I'm saying? See the effort that I'm putting into this life. And all those years that I spent wanting other people to see me, I wasn't seeing me. And it wasn't until the last 3 years when I began to see me. I began to see the hard work that I was putting into this life. I began to see the heart and soul of who I am, that my whole life have shifted. And I spoke about this on another live, just talking about experiencing heaven on earth and how I was experiencing hell for so long. So to be in this space of experiencing heaven and what that feels like, it's the smallest things, bringing you the greatest joy. You know what I'm saying? Big or small, you just have this appreciation for life. And for me, I feel like it was getting to that point of, I would say, not valuing my life because of all the things. Getting to that space brought me to this space to be able to, like, really love and appreciate life for what it is, all of it. Like I said, the highs and the lows, because you can't experience life without it, you know? You can't have one without the other. So you just have to learn how to ride the wave with the good and the bad, because even though I'm in a better space mentally, physically, emotionally, like, the lows still come. But I'm riding the wave versus drowning in it. You know what I'm saying? I done got my surfboard and I'm riding the waves, whether they high or if they low. Like, I'm just learning how to surf through life, through all of the things, and allowing myself to not just experience life, but feel life. You know, for so long I was closed off. My heart was closed. I didn't want to feel. You know what I'm saying? I had myself in a box. And, like, I was just guided one day to pray for my heart to be open, to fully experience life, like, all of it. And when I prayed that prayer, like, I felt all of life. And I'm still feeling all of life. And, like, I would not take it back for anything, because that's what life is meant for, to feel it. Like, to feel it, to experience life. You have to feel life, whether it's the good or the bad feelings. Like, you have to allow yourself to feel, right? And so for me, I had to realize that it wasn't about getting stuck in the feelings. not letting the feelings consume me, allowing myself to just experience it. Feel what I feel, acknowledge it, accept it, and let it go. And so, man, that's where I'm at, just in a space of gratitude for life. Like, mm, mm. And I just keep coming back to I waited my whole life for this moment. For this moment. To just have peace in my heart no matter what. Like, to come back home to me. I spent so many years like so disconnected from myself, feeling lost, alone, confused. I used to always say, like, how could you be surrounded by so many people and still feel so alone? And now I'm in this chapter of like being like by myself. Like, I have my kids, but like I'm in this space now where I can be by myself and I'm so content. Like, I have so much peace. Like, I've learned how to become my own best friend, to be with me, to console me, to comfort me, to do all the things that I ever wanted anybody to do for me. I started to do those things for myself. And like, it's crazy because I feel so fulfilled. I feel seen because I see me. I see me. I'm like, I waited my whole life for people to see me, but I wasn't seeing me. And now that I see me, it doesn't matter if people see me or not. Like, I see me. I acknowledge me. I acknowledge all the hard work that I put into this life. Because at the end of the day, nobody's ever going to really know the fight that you're fighting within yourself, the things that you are working through. Like, people, they can see you experiencing life, but they will never know the depths of the things. You know what I'm saying? The depths of how you are working through those things and how you're experiencing this life, how that feels for you. You know what I'm saying? So that was the key. It just came back to everything that I needed was always here. And once I started to really lean into that, to fully trust that, I've gotten to this space where I just appreciate life. Like, I'm able to show up and just fully be me. You know, 100% me. All of me. You know, not trying to put on no mask, not trying to pretend, not trying to people please, just being me and sharing my truth along the way. Like, that's it. Like, there's no greater freedom than that. There is no greater freedom than accepting you and all of you. No greater freedom than that. So, yeah. So, coming from stress to freedom is how I see that, right? Because my whole life I was stressed out, trying to figure it out, stressing about all the things. And I just had to let it go. Like, this year I took the biggest trust fall of my life. the biggest stress ball of my life with the universe. Like blindfold, I don't know what's happening. I trust you and I'm going to keep moving forward. And I have experienced the most joy, the most peace in that not knowing. Like, I'm just like, you know what? Surprise me. Surprise me. Surprise me. I trust you. Like, I try to figure it out for 40 years. I try to figure it out on my own. You know, trusting a little bit here and there. And I'm like, what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? I don't have nothing to lose. I have everything to gain. Because I gained me. Like, I gained me. Like, I know who I am. I know who I am. Not only do I know who I am, I trust me. And because I trust me, I trust the universe. I trust that unconditional love. I trust that support. I trust that all of my needs, everything that I need is always going to show up for me. Like, I trust that with my whole heart. And in trusting that, I couldn't trust that until I trusted me. So, we are the key. We are the key to unlocking our freedom. Our freedom comes when we trust us. And when we trust us, we begin to trust Source, the creator of life. So for me, like, I'm like, yeah, there's no turning back. There's no going back to fighting against life. I am actually flowing with life. And flowing with life does not mean that your life's gonna be perfect. Flowing with life means you allowing yourself to have the experience that you came here to experience. So letting go of control was one of the hardest things, because we want to control everything. But I had to learn all the way, like, some things are just out of your control. Some things are just out of your control. You know, and people talk about manifesting and all these things. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out, like, why is this not working for me? Why? I'm trying. Like, I'm trying to manifest the things. And it wasn't even things that I was trying to manifest. It wasn't. Well, I guess it did work for me, because really my heart and prayer was just for me to know me, to trust me, to trust the divine. But when I think about manifesting, and I want to share this because, and also thoughts, like people talk about, you know, be careful what you pray for, you know, be mindful of the things that you say, because you manifest that power is in the tongue and all these things. And for me, on my journey, I felt like everything that I said I didn't want, I got, which was crazy to me, because I was like, that don't make no sense. Like, I was saying I didn't want that, so you would think that I wouldn't have gotten it, right? But those experiences helped me to recognize that we can try to live other people's path. Like, it works for some people, right? According to what they're sharing, it's working for them. But some of us are on different paths, and we're trying to figure out, like, we're seeing these things and we're wanting these things, but we can't figure out why it's not working. Hold on, just trying to check in with, hey, how are you doing? I wanted to show you some love. Oh, thank you, Dion. I appreciate that. I am doing well. I just was sharing, like, just how I have gratitude for my life. Today was really emotional for me. but in a good way. Like just having gratitude that I'm still here. I just celebrated my birthday. Um, and it just brought me to this place of appreciation and gratitude that I'm still here, because it was a point in my life that I couldn't see this space that I'm in. And I didn't want to be here. So the fact that I chose life and I'm here now, like it's overwhelming in a good way. In a good way. So I was emotional today, just realizing that I waited my whole life for this moment to arrive to this space of like really having gratitude for my life and all of my experiences, good and bad, because they all was a part of helping to bring me to this space, you know? But I just realized, like, talking about manifesting, like, it was a lot of things that I said I didn't want that I got. And I said I didn't want these things very early, very young. So to get those things when I was older is like, really? But I see now why. Like, it was just a part of my path. Like, it was things that I needed to experience. I feel like subconsciously, like, I knew what I was going to experience, but like my soul knew what I was going to experience. It already knew my path. But I think I had the knowing without having the knowing that I was going to experience some heavy things in those areas. But it was those areas that helped shape and mold me to this space, to be able to really come to my heart, to really be able to open my heart and allow myself to experience life the way it was meant to be experienced. Hey, Michael, how are you? Um, so, you know, I said that to say, like, my life changed when I stopped looking outside, wanting my life to look like everybody else's life or what everybody else, wanted or desired. Like, my life changed when I came to my heart, back to my heart's desires. And my heart desire has always been just to be me. You know what I'm saying? To fully accept all of me, to get to this space of trusting me, because for so long I didn't trust me. For so long I was questioning everything that I did. Like, it didn't matter. Like, everything I did, it was a question. I was going back and forth with myself. Is this the right thing? Should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Like, it was just this battle between me and me. And it's like, now that I've come to this space of like trusting me for real, like, it's like moving through life, like, every day, trusting my guidance. The guidance that was always there. I didn't trust that because I didn't trust me, which made sense. But yeah, it just feels good to be here. It feels good to be in this space of like fully trusting me, no matter what. Like, nope, just do it. And I always share, like, even with this, doing these lives or just posting videos or just sharing, you know, um, my story on here, opening up, being vulnerable. Like, this, I was guided to do this. And now that I'm doing it and I'm trusting it, like, it's freeing. Like, every time I get on here, it's like another level of freedom just unlocking within me, Oh, I know. I haven't been on here in a while. How you been though? Um, I'm just learning how to just honor me, you know, not forcing things. Because in the past, I would do that, right? Like, forcing myself to show up even when I didn't feel like showing up. So I'm just really learning how to honor my time and my energy. Um, And especially doing this, like I just feel like you have to know. Oh, my condolences. I'm sending you so much love. Time going by so fast. I know. But I hope you know that, she transitioned, but she's still right there with you. So I hope you feel her presence every day. Oh, wow. He's counting the days. Why? Like, why are you asking him why he's counting the days? That's his mom. Oh, you know what? You know what, Michael? You know what I'm going to tell you. Do you? You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. The fact that that question is even asked is mind blowing to me. But, yeah, just know she right there with you. Mm, yep. That will do it to you too. You know, sometimes it's through loss that we really begin to see and appreciate life too. My lady, who I thought was my love, maybe isn't. What you mean by that? You know what? Mm, they don't know. Mm. That's not it for you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I just got them up out the chat. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. If you ain't coming with love, support, like, get up out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that. People dealing with enough already. People got a lot of stuff they're dealing with. They don't need nobody adding on to their pain with their foolishness. But just take it moment by moment. I can't even say day by day because, I mean, we really just have the moment. You know what I'm saying? Why would anyone troll with their loss? One of their mom. Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, come on. And you know me and you, we've been rocking in here for a minute, so I already know. Like, come on. But I'm good with using that timeout. And you know I roll. I will put you in timeout. Don't come in here playing on my live. Like, act accordingly or go in timeout. Straight up. But how like for real, just checking in with you. You said something about, hold on, because you said something about somebody that you thought was the love of your life. Maybe isn't. Wait, not the love of your life. You said my lady who I thought was my love maybe isn't. So why you said that? Why you feel like she isn't? Hello to everybody that joined. Traditions sometimes. Everyone is a sinner, and that's the truth. No disrespect, but there is no love like God. And I'm glad you're coming to a conclusion about your life, but maybe that's the Holy Spirit convincing you, you know. You know what? Hold on. Can't leave the house and start her life with me. Can't leave the house. Who can't leave the house? I mean, why they can't leave the house? I'm confused. And maybe it may just be time for you to spend some time, you know, just with you. Last time we talked, you was talking about you wanted to go on the fast. So, you know, after losing your mom, you might just need some time by yourself. Everybody have issues. Everybody have those, Michael. But everything happened for a reason. So the fact that she may be going through what she's going through, she's not able to hold space for you right now. It may be time for you to just be with you. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's not always easy. So, you know, I feel like at this time, like, is the time that you lean more into that unconditional love that we was talking about, that's surrounding you, that's there, you know? So, sitting right next to you. Not one day. Just take it moment by moment. That's not no easy thing. So I hope you just be gentle with yourself and give yourself grace. You know what I'm saying? When I lost my dad, I know. So losing a parent is not easy. I want you around. But one of the things that helped me was, like you said earlier, just remembering the good times. You know what I'm saying? That's what really helped me. And like I created a playlist of music that my dad loved and enjoyed that I would play all the time. And like that really helped me get through. I just feel like you're not in a good space. So, how you showing up is how you showing up. So you saying you feel used by the woman? I mean, hmm, you was adopted. It was because they believed in Christ. But didn't you say that was because they believed in Christ, they was able to give you unconditional love? You grew up in a house filled with love. So, I mean, what does that have to do with anything? A little louder. How to love. How to love. No, I meant because they believed in Christ. It led them to have faith to raise me. Well, that's good. Like, what does that have to do with a one night stand, though? I'm confused to the two. Without the being insecure. But when you got older, seems like you came back 10 times over now. You prayed in the house almost every Sunday in the living room, like the house was the church. So are you struggling with the faith now because your mama passed? Like I'm not sure where you going with all this, Michael. Is that ain't no one struggling? I'm just sharing my life story. Okay. Well, I mean, it just seemed like it's a little all over the place. So I'm just trying to keep up with you. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, you ain't struggling. You got it. That's good. You to know. Mm. You're beautiful. Yeah. You're far from the usual. Far from the usual. La, la, la. Mm. Mm. Finding a job is gonna suck. Were you just home taking care of your mom? I mean, it's only gonna suck if you think it's gonna suck. Maybe you might find something that you enjoy doing. You don't know. Okay, Google. Skip song. This like working is crazy. I mean, I get that because if you ain't doing something that brings you joy, of course you're not gonna like it. So you have to find out what your passion is. What's your thing? Like what's gonna be that thing that brings you joy that you gonna love to do every day. So that's what that's about. I can love when I'm with you. Do you read books? Like, do you enjoy reading? I know you read the Bible, but other books. Nobody like you too, you too. So, The Four Agreements is a good book. You should check it out. I feel like it'll give you clarity just on like the things that we've talked about in my past lives. The Four Agreements. This is it right here. Oh wait, it's covering up the Arthur. I can lose when I'm with you and miss the moment. Okay, I'll do better than that. Hold on. You're so important. Nobody like you do. You do. In this bed, never get so. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hold on. I am the best I am. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the. I thought you was gonna say the 4 elements. Oh no, the 4 agreements. So the 4 agreements is the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. And then the fourth agreement is always do your best. So that's the 4 agreements. And when you read this book, you begin to see how, with all those things, when you begin to make it a practice, like your life shifts. It really do. You realize that you can experience heaven and hell on earth. You realize to appreciate every moment for what it is. But I'm going to read this because breaking the old agreements, we always talk about this all the time. And breaking the old agreements is just the agreements that the world put on you, the perceptions that the world put on you. So breaking those agreements to come back to the 4 agreements and living your life according to that. So it says, everyone talks about freedom all around the world. Different people, different races, different countries are fighting for freedom. But what is freedom? In America, we speak of living in a free country. But are we really free? Are we free to be who we really are? The answer is no. We are not free. True freedom has to do with the human spirit. It is the freedom to be who we really are. Who stops us from being free? We blame the government, we blame the weather, we blame our parents, we blame religion, we blame God. Who really stops us from being free? We stop ourselves. What does it really mean to be free? Sometimes we get married and we say that we lose our freedom. Then we get divorced and we still are not free. What stops us? Why can't we be ourselves? We have memories of long ago when we used to be free and we love being free. But we have forgotten what freedom really means. If we see a child who is in 2 or 3, perhaps 4 years old, we find a free human. Why is this human free? Because this human does whatever he or she wants to do. The human is completely wild, just like a flower, a tree, or an animal that has not been domesticated, wild. And if we observe humans who are 2 years old, we find that most of the time these humans have a big smile on their face and they're having fun. They are exploring the world. They are not afraid to play. They are afraid when they are hurt, when they get hungry, when some of their needs are not met. But they do not worry about the past, don't care about the future, and only live in the present moment. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Izza, how are you? Oh, thank you. Hope you're doing great and feeling free. Oh my goodness, yes, all the time. Huh? Okay, I thought you was gonna eat cereal and milk. I'm coming. I am actually doing fabulous. Yeah, I was just sharing the 4 agreements with Michael. And just telling him like this is a book that really helps you to just set yourself free from all the things. So I appreciate that. How you been though? Um, Hold on. Okay, so very young children are not afraid to express what they feel. They are so loving that if they perceive love, they melt into love. They are not afraid to love at all. That is the description of a normal human being. As children, we are not afraid of the future or ashamed of the past. Our normal human tendencies is to enjoy life, to play, to explore, to be happy, and to love. So that's what we have to come back to. Those things, the basic things. So we can really enjoy life and experience life. Like no matter what happens, coming back to that. I think of freedom as being off grid and being on the farm so you don't pay for nothing unless you need to. But what about the freedom within you? Like once you become free, it don't matter where you at. It don't matter where you at, you're free. So you can be on a farm or you can be in New York with all this busyness and all this craziness and still be free within yourself. Like true freedom is within you. So once you get that, like nothing can take that away. And true freedom is just knowing who you are, the essence of who you are. So it's coming back to that. Just got off of work. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you had a good day. Did you get your new phone yet? But Michael, get that book and read it. I'm telling you, it's life changing. Freedom and privacy is delusional. Oh my goodness. Freedom is when your needs are met. I mean, if that's where you feel like your freedom is, I mean, I can't help you with that. Only you can set yourself free. I can't do it for you. Freedom is knowing who you are, like the essence of who you are, and knowing that your needs are always met. They will always be met. Yeah, nah, I'll pass. I'll pass on that one. I don't need to be with somebody because I think their jokes funny because my jokes are funny. Like I crack myself up, you know? My jokes are funny. But you know, your soul calling you to true freedom. So get that book and read it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you're guided to, no pressure. No pressure, no pressure. But I'm about to hop off here. I'm glad you was able to hop on. Like I said, I'm sending my condolences, sending you lots of love. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your mom close to you by remembering the good memories. Like I said, put on music that she enjoyed, whatever brings you closer to her. Like do that. But I'm about to hop over here. Oh, I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and light. Y'all have a good night.